I was lying in bed one night awake, thinking about this whole ordeal, and it dawned on me about the change that both myself and everybody I worked with had to go through when we deployed to a ship. It changed everything we did. All of a sudden, we were sleeping in a different place. We were interacting with people we weren't used to interacting with. Our mission was different. We left the United States for 7 months. And so I started thinking about the analogies between a military deployment and frankly what we're going through now, because I had the opportunity to do that 3 times in my service. I got better at it every time, and there were some tricks of the trade, so to speak, that I really thought were important. One is have a mission, right? Understand what your objectives are and try to go out every day and improve upon or accomplish those objectives. Secondly, I call it getting your mind right. When we left the dock, we knew we were not coming back for 7 months. And frankly, we may be on a several week or several month journey here. So get your mind dialed into, it's a new environment. I have to operate differently. But when we say we operate differently, find a routine. That's the third thing. I think that's the most important thing. Get up at the same time every day, right? Shower, get dressed. You know, it's interesting. I see people that frankly wear their daytime pajamas and their nighttime pajamas. I think that's a mistake. Get up, get showered, get dressed, act like you're going to work, even though you might not be going to work. First of all, the human body and mind are used to routine. And if you'll stay in a regular routine, it will really, really help you. I've had many people tell me that just the sheer thing of getting up, showering, and getting dressed like they normally would has substantially improved their mood and their outlook based on not doing those things and going from daytime pajamas to nighttime pajamas, so to speak. Another thing is implementing a plan, understanding what you're going to do throughout the day and map it out, write it out, even and put some things in there for exercise, for getting outside. I remember on the ship, I used to go out every night and watch the sunset. That was my outdoor time. That was my time to relax, time to unwind. I found ways to exercise. I think that's very important. And in this time, we can get outside and walk, whether it be around the block or finding a trail. Most importantly, communicate regularly and often. And that applies to your family, your friends, your neighbors, and your business associates. I related it to mail call on the ship. I remember when we had mail call and how elated I was when I got a letter and how absolute disappointed I was when I did not. And staying in touch, particularly in today's world through video conference, it adds that personal connection. So communicating regularly. And then lastly, I call it being a good shipmate. You know, we're going through some trying times here, and many people, including all of us, frankly, are going to be struggling with being anxious about this, being a little fearful about what's going on. Many of us are going to suffer financial duress as we go through this, and understanding that and being empathetic to people, showing your appreciation, giving leadership a little bit of grace. You know, they're going through some very difficult times here. And I think if we'll follow those tips, one, you'll feel better. Two, you'll be a better neighbor, friend, and business associate. And then lastly, you're going to get through this much more effectively. The people that did this on the ship, they adjusted more quickly. And frankly, they enjoyed their time at sea, the 7 months, far more than the people that constantly fought it in both their mind and their spirit.